Morning, this is Nikki Bonfanti here from Trusted Sales Dynamics. What's worse than being rejected? For some people, being rejected, having people feel that they don't like them, that they're not as good as anyone else, can really affect their self-worth and affect the way that they move forward. But what's even worse than a rejection, which can just last a moment? My daughter had a rejection yesterday from college that she's had a heart set on, so it can be really heartbreaking in the moment, but it is a moment. Even worse than a rejection is the fear of rejection, and the fear of rejection can last a lifetime. So my little brave girl, she got back out there, and within half an hour she was applying to other colleges. So not letting that fear get to her, not giving in and thinking that no one else would want her at a college. And when I work with a lot of clients, that fear can be actually quite crippling, paralysing, and actually stops them doing anything. So when it comes to conversion figures, the conversion figures is probably quite good in terms of how many people have they asked for a sale versus how many people have accepted it. It's probably quite high because they haven't asked that many people. They haven't done that bit of the activity. So what I want to share with you today is some common thinking out there that it's a numbers game. And I don't agree with that, because there's a lot of people that will put out these macho kind of training schemes that to get over the fear of rejection, you've just got to get more and more rejection. You've got to hit the phones. You've got to ring 100 people and hope that you get as many rejections as possible so that you're exposed to it. Now that might help you. It might work. It might help you become immune to it. It might help you just accept that rejection is part of life. But how does that feel to the people you're actually ringing? How does that feel with the relationships that you're building or not? If you're making 100 calls and your idea is to get as many rejections as possible, you don't really care about the outcomes, you're going through the numbers as quickly as possible, you're going to contact as many people as quickly as possible. How does that work for the development of relationships? Recently, I've been having quite a few calls with people, and they've been an hour long each. They're not quick, they're not fast, but what I'm doing is getting to know them, getting to understand their deeper inner sales issues, their sales fears, what it is that's really blocking them and stopping them. And yes, sometimes that leads to a sale, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it will lead to a friendship. Sometimes it will lead to a working partnership. It's led to, in this past month, it's led to invitations to do guest speaking. It's led to asking me to address big conferences. It's led to all kinds of things. And it's about building relationships. It's led to a lot of people referring more people to me and to my sales club. So when I say that it's not just a numbers game, there are numbers involved in sales, of course there are, but it's not about as many as possible, as quickly as possible. It's about building that relationship with people and focusing on them, not on you. This is what I face so many times, that you've got, and I've said this before probably, you've got this spectrum of salespeople. You've got the really pushy people that've got their own agenda at one end. You've got the people that are too afraid to ask for the sales because they've got their own agenda at the other end, because they're putting their fear of rejection ahead of serving their client. And serving your client has to be the number one goal in everything you do, whether it's a phone call, whether it's an email, whatever it is. It has to be about serving your client, giving them value. So the fear of rejection in sales can actually be a big paralysis, a big barrier to serving your clients, to giving them access to the wonderful things that you do. So I'm going to put together a 5-day adventure, not a challenge, an adventure in exploring relationships and exploring the relationship with yourself in overcoming your own fear of rejection. And the first stage, if you're interested in that, the first stage is to do the quiz, the little survey. It's 3 minutes max, 2 to 3 minute survey on the link below. And when you do that, you'll get all the information following that. You'll get a report on the results of the survey, and then you'll get invited to join this free 5-day adventure in overcoming your fear of rejection to sales. So think about who you can and build a relationship. Think about who you can serve today, not who you can sell to, but who you can serve today. And let me know what you think about this. Okay, bye for now.